When you try to be perfect, you actually sell yourself short of the real joy of the human experience and deeply connecting with the people around you, especially your closest family and your friends. Get ready with me while I share more about this topic. Growing up, we had this unspoken rule that kind of the way things looked mattered, and being perfect and putting on a perfect front no matter what was going on behind the scenes was what mattered. Growing up like that, it teaches you to be more of a performer instead of just being really real when you go out and you meet people and you're interacting with others. Oftentimes you have to cover up instead of deeply connecting and just showing the realness of whatever it is that you're going through. Now, I'm not saying that you need to wear your problems. I'm just saying that there should be people and circumstances where realness and just being authentically yourself is what is prioritized over the appearance of perfection. I grew up with this pressure that everything had to kind of look perfect from the outside, even though that wasn't realistically the way things were, because nobody's perfect, but somehow everybody would pretend like their life was perfect. And so I carry that pressure with me into everything, into the way I show up, into the way I allow people to see me, my relationships, my interactions. Performance was always really the priority, but I've learned to let go of that pressure. I've learned to allow myself to be freely who I am, letting go of this idea of trying to be perfect and put on a perfect appearance to people has allowed me not only to be gracious with myself, but also to be gracious with the other people in my life, my family, my friends, because I don't expect perfection from them, because I don't expect that from myself. You see, when you don't expect perfection from people and you know that people don't expect that from you, it allows you to connect with them on a deeper level. You know, this person knows that you're just a human. You don't have to have everything together. You're allowed to make mistakes. You're allowed to mishandle a situation and come back and realize it and apologize. The wild thing is also that the more I allow myself to just be me and be authentic, and I don't chase the performance of perfection and appearances, the more deeply I feel connected to those people who I see are reciprocating that kind of energy or behavior. And that's not to say that chasing perfection means I don't want to look good, or I don't want to come into a space and be the best version that I can be. That just means that on the days that I don't feel that way, I've already created an environment and a relationship with people that I feel safe enough to not be 100% or put on I can just be real and sit in whatever it is that I'm going through in that moment. Okay, so to end off this whole spiel, that remember this one thing: the next time you try to appear perfect, knowing very well that you're just performing in this moment instead of being authentic, remember that it robs you of a connection with the people that you are with. Remember that is an opportunity for you to be authentically yourself and allow those around you to see you. It allows you to be vulnerable and really connect. And that's what the human experience is about. It's not about performance. It's about authenticity. And that's where true happiness really lies. It's in the being authentic and really sitting in the rawness and the realness of who you are. That's where you find real joy. That's where you find real happiness. It's not in perfection or the appearance of perfection.